Hi friends, so I'm going to be going over some of the math that is in your packet this week. Okay, so the first paper that is in your packet is a chart, and this can be very simple for most of you, but it's just good practice to pay attention to details, okay? So on the left side here, we have the parent animal. So that is either the male or the female parent. And you can see that there is a giraffe in the first row, an elephant in the second row, a monkey in the third row, and a pig in the fourth row. Now we really want to pay attention to details when we're choosing the baby animal. So on this side it says, what will the baby animal look like? This or that? So we're going to look at the first one. There's a picture of an adult giraffe. So this is the parent giraffe. So the characteristics of this giraffe, we see that some of the features of this giraffe are the brown spots on it, right? And the long neck. So here we have an animal that also has brown spots and a long neck. And then we have an animal here that has black and white stripes and a long neck. So they both have a long neck, but which one looks more similar? Which one looks the same to the parent animal? Good, this one does. So you're going to circle this giraffe on your paper. Okay. All right, number 2, we have an elephant here. We can see that this elephant is gray and has a long trunk and a tail, a gray tail. Okay, so I'm going to look over here. I have what looks like an elephant, and here what looks like an elephant. What do you notice that's different about these two animals? Well, I noticed that this one does have a trunk and a tail, but this one kind of has a nose that looks like a pig and a tail that looks like a pig. Would the baby animal of a parent elephant have a pig nose and a pig tail? Or even if it wasn't a pig, would it have a snout like that or a pink tail? No, it wouldn't, because the parent animal does not. So I would know to circle this animal as my answer. All right, moving on to the third one. We have a parent monkey here. And on the right, we have a baby monkey and another baby monkey. I want you to see if you can find any differences between this monkey and this monkey. So I noticed that everything looks the same except this monkey has webbed feet. Has webbed feet. Does the parent animal have webbed feet? No, it doesn't. Does a monkey need webbed feet? No, it doesn't. So I know that this one is the baby animal that goes along with this parent animal. Okay, and the last one, we have a parent pig here. And on the right side, there is a baby pig and another baby pig. What differences do you notice about these two animals? What is different? This one has a shell on it, and this one doesn't. Other than that, they look exactly the same. So in order to tell which one is the baby animal, I'm going to look back at my parent animal, and I'm going to look, does my parent animal have a shell? No, they don't. So is this one going to be the baby animal? No, it's not. So I'm going to circle this one on my paper. The next thing you have in your packet is some addition. So each of you there are different levels. So each of you has some addition that have word problems. So you'll notice here it says Emily feeds 38 kittens. Chris feeds 11 kittens. How many altogether? So that is our word problem. It's asking how many altogether, and they set up the problem for you on the right. So each of your problems look a little different, but ultimately they are all word problems. So that means you need to read the word problem. Some of you have problems where they set it up for you on the right, and some of you have problems where they do not set it up for you on the right. So I'm going to show you that as well. Okay, so some of you have problems that look like this, where there's no numbers on the right. They do not give you the numbers. So it is your job to read the word problem, and then on the right side, you're going to put the correct numbers and solve the problem. So for example, in this problem, it says Emily feeds 16 puppies. Chris feeds 26 puppies. How many all together? And we know that that word all together means we are adding. So how I would set this up is I know that Emily feeds 16 puppies, so I'm going to write 16 at the top here. And Chris feeds 26 puppies, so I'm going to write 26 here. I would go ahead and solve it and write the answer. Okay, so use the numbers in your word problem. All right, the next assignment you have is called flowering plants. So this one has quite a few pages, so you're probably going to want to take them all apart from each other so that you can see them all. But this is another chart activity. So on the front, you can see the title says flowering plants. On the left side, it says young plant, and it has pictures of all of the young plants. On the right side, it has parent plant. So there's pictures of what it looks like when it's fully grown as a parent. And then in the middle, it has the plant name. So we have, this one is a tulip, and then it gives a description. A rose bush, and then it gives a description. A daisy, and then it gives a description. And then a bluebell, and it gives a description. So you have a paper that looks like this. You're going to cut each of these out. So you need scissors and glue. So go ahead and cut each of these out. Pause the video if you need to, if you need more time. Once you've cut all of these out, we're going to move on to reading each page. All right, so I have all of my parent plants cut out, and on each page you have a description of the young plant. So it says this is a young plant, and it gives a picture here. What shape flower does it have? And it says a cup or a triangle, and you're going to choose. And then the second question says, what young plant is this? Is it a tulip or a bluebell? This is just one of the pages that you have. So, and then you're going to put the parent plant that you just cut out. You're going to choose the correct one. You're going to put it in the vase like you would a flower and glue it on. The way I'm going to figure out which plant this is I'm going to go back to this page. This page has the description of each plant. So for example, in the last example that I just showed you, it says here that a tulip has a cup-shaped flower, long smooth leaves, and a long stem. Does this plant right here, does this young plant match the same plant that was on the last example? It does. So then I'm going to go through and I'm going to cut out the parent plant, the grown-up tulip, and glue it in the vase. And so you're going to do that for all 4 of them. Then you have some subtraction problems. So again, your subtraction problems are going to look everybody's going to have a little different problems. So, but they're still word problems just like your addition. So remember, subtraction is take away. We are getting rid of them. So they're word problems. So we're going to need to read the word problems. So this one as an example, I'm at the top here and it says Emily needs to feed 34 piglets. She feeds 16 piglets. how many are left to feed? So that keyword left means that I'm going to be subtracting. I'm going to be taking away. And you're going to do each problem like that. Now, some of you, again, have problems that do not have the numbers filled out on this side. Okay, some of you also have multiplication problems, okay? These are also written in a word problem format. So I'm going to do this example with you. So it says, Emily is putting kittens into cages. There are 8 cages, and there are 5 kittens in each cage. So the directions tell us to make squares to represent the cages, make X's to represent the kittens. How many kittens are there all together? Cages. So I'm going to make them like this. These are not very good squares. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Sounds a little lopsided. That's okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I don't know why I didn't make this one nicer. Okay, so I made 8 cages, even though they're all different sizes, that is okay. And now I'm gonna make X's to represent the kittens. So there are 5 kittens in each cage. So that means I'm gonna put 5 X's in each square. All right, so I drew 5 X's in this box. I'm gonna do that in, what about 5 X's in this box? You're just gonna draw it with your pencil. 5 X's in this box. 5 X's in this box. 5 X's in this box. 5 in this box. I'm putting 5 in every single box. I should have 8. Okay. And then it says how many kittens are there all together? So I would know that by counting up all of the X's. So go ahead and count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So that means there are 40 kittens. So in these bottom boxes here, so I wrote out my problem for us. I had 8 cages, like it said in the problem. I have 5 kittens in each cage, and that I counted all my X's, and I have 40 together, okay? So for all of your multiplication problems, you're going to do it like that. I just want to remind all of you, feel free to use your number lines. Feel free to use your multiplication charts. Those are resources that are available to you. I've sent you a couple through your packets, but if you can't find any, you can always ask a grown-up to help you make a number line. You can also print your own number line. If you have a printer at home, print your own multiplication chart if you have a multiplication chart at home. But that should also help you, okay? All right, nice job, friends.